Okay, away they go again then. The green flag is down, the green lights are on, and the race is underway. Starmen absolutely wiped out in the previous race with just one qualifier. There's a whole host of them in it, hoping to get through. Only the first 8 remember making it through at the first shot. Steve Rope, an early casualty in this one, number 32. Sure whether he's intending to come back or not, but if he does, it's obviously going to be very much the back of the field. So Gary Finch to lead, in 267 from 39, Ricky Hunt Jr. and John Biddle in 461. Man to watch in this one, certainly 28, Justin Gladwell. That's what I think he might likely winner of this. He's certainly got off to a pretty good start. Could well be some trouble here on the turnstile bend. There seems an awful lot of cars going around there, but miraculously they've all survived. Let's see if they do the same on the scoreboard bend. Time was when this formula first started, you'd have been scraping about 15 of them off the wall by now, but certainly times and handling have improved. Everyone who started this has been in it, bar the 2 went out with mechanical problems, and still the race leg on this side by 267, Gary Finch from 39, Ricky Hunt Jr. and 461, John Biddle. Then comes Justin, oh, this could be trouble with 92. My word, he won't want to get a lot closer to the fence next time. Well, he's getting close on the scoreboard bend as well. And John McKenna is out there to turn up for the book. The driver who has won probably more races than anyone in stock roads this year, I suppose. He is out of this. 92 again, dangerously close to the fence. Certainly having an eventful ride, Martin. And big troubles on the back straight and overturn. That'll be a red, Mr. Starter, with Steve Broomfield right over on the roof. Other cars, 92, really, I suppose, the way things were going, had to be involved in that one. 81, Simon Lovett as well. So an absolutely huge crash on the back straight. That's a very, very common place for crashes in the rod formulas. If there's ever a crash at Foxhall, it's very often over there. And Steve Broomfield, well, certainly an eventful evening for him. Okay, they're off and running again then. The way we go with race number 2 of the night, or heat number 2 for the Stock Road British Masters. Rob Shaw in number 600 got an absolute flyer there. Black Cross, Mr. Starter, 600, Rob Shaw jumping the start. The rest out, they go racing on with 267 Gary Finch leading the way, 39 in second, 461 and 28 beyond that. So here come the lead men, 447 beyond that, 600 gets his Black Cross for the jump start. Troubles beyond them with 337 Tony Evans going out. And we'll have a Black Cross, Mr. Starter also for 137, supporting the demise of 337. 103 here on the home straight, getting a little close to the fence on occasion. Last time we saw a car getting consistently close to the fence, it was number 92. Of course, we met disaster on the far side in the end. Let's hope everything passes rather less eventfully for 103. So lap number 10, halfway through this one, and Rob Shaw, number 600, is now through the second. Now remember, he has got a Black Cross for jumping the start, so whatever he gets will be subject to confirmation anyway. We'll have another Black Cross, Mr. Starter, this time for 524, Melly Cooke. So Melly Cooke then pushing on Ricky Levin. There's a turn up for the book, but anyway, that's how it is. There's a Black Cross there as well. Meanwhile, now things at the head of the field getting a bit close as well with 600 certainly right there now on the back bumper of 267 Gary Finch. So those two heading towards the turnstile bend in third, 447 and 28, and then comes 39 and 461. So the Stars, with the exception of 600, with a rather dubious jump start, are getting absolutely wiped out in this one as well, as they did in the previous heat. I can't see many of them getting through. Meanwhile, back to the leaders, because they're now side by side on the turnstile bend, or they will. Big Troubles on the back straight. And here come the leaders with 14 laps done. It's 5 next time, Mr. Starter. The leaders are heading towards this pack. 267 keeps his foot down, 600 backs off. They go racing through, but my word, this is certainly eventful stuff, isn't it? Who says you need contact racing to get action? Through they come again then, the leading men. 267 still has it. 600 trying everything he knows to get through. The big heap on the scoreboard bend has disappeared as quickly as it got there. They race on. We're through to the final stages. 447 and 28 have now caught the leading two. So it's a bit of a turn up. 4 cars battling for it. 267, 447, 28 and 600. They head for the far side. We're in the dying stages of what's been an absolutely gripping race. There's 3 laps to go, and here come 4 leaders. And there's back markers ahead now. They head down the home straight. Oh dear, nearly running into the rather ailing 449. But again, they survive that. So 2.5 laps to go, and who's it going to be? The white grade 267, the yellow grade 447, and 447 is making his move. They're all getting into a rare old heap here. 600 now keeps his head, and he goes through on the inside. So 2 laps to run. Stock Rod Racing at its best. Another slow car ahead of it. This could be tricky, but fortunately they all see that one in time, and they're safely through. So 600, he has got a black cross though, remember that, but he is leading. 447, 28, and the rest coming through beyond that in this last lap of what's been a really good race for the Stock Rods. A lot of big names already gone out, a lot of them aren't going to qualify, but it's Rob Saw who heads down the home straight. He takes the win. Stuart Smythe second, Justin Gladwell and Terry Thorpe, those are your front runners there for that one. So we'll ask you now, Mr. Carter, if you would, to fetch out the red flag for that and conclude what was certainly a very, very good race for the Stock Rods. Well, an eventful one for the Stock Rods. The driver who actually took the flag, 600 Rob Saw, was docked to place for jumping the start, which he clearly, the restart that was. Here he is, he's come to complain, as I thought he would. But anyway, he clearly did, in my opinion anyhow, but it's not my opinion that counts. So 447, Stuart Smythe, he then moves up from second to inherit the win, and here he is on his lap of honour. 447 Stuart Smythe, the race winner. 600 Rob Saw second, dropped a place for jumping the start. That was at the restart, incidentally, not the first start. 28 Justin Gladwell was third, and fourth was 267 Gary Finch. Fifth man home was number 39 Ricky Hunn Jr., and sixth was 108 Adrian Blackman. Seventh we had 103 Robert Brame, and in eighth we had 461 John Biddle. So once again the Starmen just about routed in that. Ninth was 268 Keith Wright, and 10th was 549